Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of Crypto Michael. If you enjoy my content, you know the drill, please subscribe, like the video beneath. Every like is helpful for the algos on YouTube and appreciation of the content. So if you want to do that, it's just one click. Thank you very much. Final day before I'm actually going to celebrate freedom, as my reset is tomorrow. Concentration is going away, as there's so much cool stuff coming up around the brand, around crypto, around trading. So I can't wait to open up a beer tomorrow after the exam and start trading and start doing everything again. So what are we going to discuss today? We're going to discuss the price movements. That's why I got a clean chart. We're going to discuss Bitcoin, Ethereum, slightly the total market cap and altcoin market cap, but I think we're gonna fill the video with 15 minutes. Beforehand, I've got some issues with the fact that everyone is expecting March to happen again, or at least the crash to happen again, or just comparing this price movement to the price movements we had in March. And in general, the outlook of March was the first insane panic occurring, given that Corona spread widely in a very fast pace and nobody had any information about the virus. So that panic was sudden and exploded very fast all over the world and all over countries. I can imagine it my own experience was that I was like, okay, what's gonna happen? My parents were scared. I was going to my parents because I didn't know what was coming up. And it feels like that right now the panic is not that heavy again. So an increase in cases does not necessarily mean an increase in panic, as the panic is just not there. And how will the panic start to arrive? Well, if we get a second wave in September and October with a mutated version, or an increased death rate or whatever, that could be harmful. So definitely September, October, November is a period that you should be watching. Or when indeed the cases start to go in and we have to have lockdowns more and more, and then the social unrest starts to occur by people who lose their job. And by the people losing their job, the backbone of your economy, which is the small businesses, will lose people, and the Fed can't really help them. If we have that could occur, or that could drive the markets down as well, but that can still take some time. If inflation is increasing, the only shock that could occur driving the markets down is probably a huge bank falling over, or just people losing their trust in the fiat currency. So expecting that March happens again is just a huge bet to take. And yes, there are some arguments that we are bearish, but coming back from such a crash towards 10k within a few months and now consolidating is showing a completely different structure than we had before. So I just wanted to say that, and next to that we've got a bearish and bullish view right now on the markets. We've got 50-50 people. And that's basically because we are in a range, and there are bearish arguments, there are bullish arguments. I'm still in favor of the bulls, especially regarding Ether, and Ether is driving the market. So I'm remaining in that view, but it's all a if-then case. So if Bitcoin does this, then that, and then you got new levels, and then you got a structure. And given the significance of this sideways trend, I assume that the next breaker will be a heavy breaker. So either if we break 10.5, it's going to be a new trend towards maybe even 14 or 16k. I would not be surprised if that occurs. If we break 8.5, it would not be surprised to hit mid 6ks and test the 200 week MA again. Are we going lower? Well, I just don't want to see the price moving lower than 6.5k, as then the whole structure is a little bit gone and you lose the 200 week MA, which is a significant level to hold, as that's just a whole huge reference for traders in general. So as I see the chart right here, I do agree that we have bearish and bullish arguments, but the bullish arguments are still in favor of the bearish arguments. But we're just going through the chart and see what's happening and what's occurring. I'm going to use the brush to see where we are standing. And what we see is that, let's first make the level around the 10k zone, which is a substantial level, as we all know. 10k is a significant level, and this 10.5k is a significant level. And as we can see, this OB here has been tested. Next to that, we see that we have tested the 10k level for many times. So that's done as well. Then we know that this level has also been tested, this OB. So that's done too. Downwards, we see that basically every level is tested. We've got a free level here, we've got a free level here. And this is the area that's everybody watching. So then the issue comes, okay, so if we break below this 8688k zone, as this is just a retest of the previous support, and here we see that this OB gets tested. Right now we get that this level is tested. So if we lose the significance of 8688, as this is the last low, I assume that we get a huge trigger of stop losses beneath this level. I'm not assuming we're going to hold 8285. If we do, then I'm expecting that the drop below 8688 is going to be a stop loss trigger, and once we reclaim 88, we probably overshoot immediately to 10k, as then we have got rid of all the longs and you want to tap the shorts. So what is likely to happen if we lose 8688? It's very likely that we're just going to smash through 7.5 and immediately drop towards the next level of support, which is 68. Or just like this, we get a wick, immediately close, and then we go up, and then we get a V-shaped recovery like we in bull trends we usually have these. Just a fast drop down, shaking out everybody, and then continuing. So this marker is significant downwards, but the most significant one I'm assuming is 6.8. I think we're just either going to smash through and get to 6.8, or we won't be even getting there. If we hold 8285, I'm not assuming we're going to see 7.5. But everything is lying beneath or around the 8688 zone. And given that we've currently lost 9.3 and are just consolidating, I'm getting more convinced that we could be breaking upwards. Of course, it's depending on multiple variables, as we are beneath 9.3. So short-term notice is that we have to break above this significant levels, which is between 9.2 and 9.3, and we're rejecting right now. So what you want to see is that we get above 9.2 and 9.3. If we do, I think that this untested level around 9.6 is going to get tested, and then you get to the tweet that I've posted here. If we hold 8889, as we've just stated, we can run towards 9.6. For that, we have to break 9.2, 9.3. If we do that, I'm assuming we're going to test 9.6, 9.7. Then we have to flip 9.3, which is the similar zone, as you can see. And from there, we can start moving upwards towards 10k. Every level is tested, basically. And we have deviation below the low. We reclaim the support. And from there, we can continue grinding upwards towards the resistance zones around 10k. Acceleration will come above here as the most significant level. First one is 11.9, and after that you get into the 16k zones. So if we zoom in, we can see that we are currently rejecting. Is that bad? No, that's not bad. That's not bad. We have seen that these deviations occur quite often, so we can still get a lower test. We could get a test of the 9k zone. Initially, if we hold this block over here for support, or that could hold, we get a high low like this, or we get a structure in which we get this. It's all similar. You still want to see this block hold here. So even if we drop towards 8.7 and reclaim 9k, that's a trigger for the long. If we lose 8.7 and get a lower time frame drop like this, and we can't get back above 8.7, then you can assume we're going to accelerate downwards. In this case, it just looks a lot like we've seen over here, in which we are going to drop down, reclaim, and then we continue. So that's basically my view on Bitcoin right now. I hope it's understandable. If you have questions, feel free to share it in the replies beneath. If we go towards Ether, oh, I've got it over here, we can see a similar structure on USDT. We've got a support resistance flip here, which is similar to the previous construction, in which we are just testing the previous high for support and consolidating after a breakout. In general, you don't want to see it lose this green zone. If you zoom in, you can see that right now we are rejecting the previous support, which is this level here, and we can test some lower levels. What are crucial zones for Ethereum? Well, if we hold the area here, or we hold this block around 202 to 206, we could see a run towards 242 again, and then the flip of 227 to 28 will be beneficial. So then you get a similar structure as we have here, in which we consolidate downwards, reclaim the previous level, which is this zone, reclaim that, and then we can see continuation. And then the acceleration happens above 250, and then we have 290 and 330 next. If we go towards Ethereum BTC, wrong chart, we can see that we are still in compression. But significant here is that we've got the 100 MA and 200 MA beneath us and lining up for the first time in a long time. What we see here is that the same is occurring. All levels are tested. This level is currently tested. This level is not tested. So if we get a drop down because of some volatility on BTC, this is a zone you want to see hold. If that holds and we get towards the resistance again, the next wave is most likely an impulse wave, as we have tested all levels, and then we could break towards the next range, which is around 0.4. However, if we lose this green zone, it's most likely that we're just going to test the lows again, as we're dropping below the 100-day and 200-day MA. But in this compression structure, it starts to look a lot like the period here. However, expecting such a wave to occur is different than the one in 2017. As we have seen that was just a huge bull market with euphoria and just parabolics everywhere, and this is just a build up towards a new cycle. So we could either say that we are around here, and then probably the next wave will be towards 0.7 like this, and then we consolidate for a long time again. But that's just some side notes. However, if we go towards the total market cap, we can see a similar structure, in which we're currently holding the previous OB, similar to Bitcoin. If we lose, we got the exact same levels lined up, which is this level here and this level here, but most likely we might drop a little bit lower, as the levels are a little bit different on the total market cap. Overall, potential hidden bullish divergence if we hold here and break up. If we reclaim 260, it seems very likely that we continue. Next significance is that we are above the 100-day and 200-day MA, which you are here as well, which is a bullish indicator still. If we lose them, then not. Total altcoin market cap finally, still in huge accumulation period, very healthy correction, above the MAs as well, and most likely looking for continuation. And then the next impulse wave will be very, very significant. So I hope this 40-minute video helped you around with Bitcoin. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel, like beneath, reply your view. And thank you for watching again, and I'll see you tomorrow after my reset with a brand new video. Cheers!